What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Just Ask Kalisa, and of course I'm Kalisa. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Today's video is a part of the advice series, I guess, or the advice part of my YouTube channel. My email address will be linked below in the description box. If you have questions or you want my opinion on things, feel free to drop me an email and I'll respond to them as soon as I'm able. Before I get started, please make sure you remember to click that subscribe button down below and turn on your notifications so you will be aware of when I'm uploading new content. So today's question is a multitude of questions, and I guess it is asking for my opinion more so than my advice. So I'm going to read the question. I have it printed out and I will give my opinion when I'm done. So let's see. All right. What types of clothes are inappropriate when you're a mother? Should moms be allowed to dress however they see fit, or should they be the example for their daughters? Are booty shorts acceptable? Crop tops? How much is too much? I feel like moms of today are more concerned with not looking old, so the way they dress never matures. Well, first of all, thank you so much for your question. And I guess my opinion is a broad one. The easy, quick answer is yes. I do feel like a mother should be the example for their daughters as well as other young women, especially with the amount of Insta models and this whole new, putting bodies together and exposing it all for the world to see. I tend to lead by example for my daughters. Number one, I am not a size 3, I'm not a size 6, and I dress accordingly. But I do believe if I was a size 3 or a size 6, or, maybe even more comfortable in my body, I don't think that I would dress in a way that would be considered provocative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there should be a line. You want your kids to see positive imagery of a woman, and you are the first image of a woman that your child will see. I don't feel like, you need to dress like a nun, or you need to be completely covered from head to toe, but there should be a boundary there to show your child that yes, you can be sexy. Yes, you can, look really nice, but you don't have to look hoish. And I'm going to show you how to do that. My mom set a very, very great example for my sister and I by the way she dressed. I never saw my mom, looking any type of inappropriate ways, no matter where she was going or what she was doing. I saw my mom going out. I saw her going to concerts. I saw my mom, just living her life, and she was never dressed in a way that was too revealing or too sexual. And I know people get into that whole, women should be able to do what they want to do, pro-ho. I am not pro-ho. I don't want anybody thinking I'm a hoe. I don't want, for me, that is not okay. And that's just my opinion. It has nothing to do with anybody else's opinions. But for me, the way you dress, the way you present yourself to the world is the way that you will be, perceived, the way you will be treated. Not to say that it's necessarily right or that it's necessarily okay. However, what you give to the world, the energy that you put out, is what you're going to get back. I don't feel like, dressing so provocatively is necessary. I really don't. And our daughters, they watch what we do. They listen to what we say. And yes, they get to an age where they are going to do whatever they want to do and dress however they want to dress. But if you provide them with that positive example, that's all you can do. I think the bigger picture is what that mother was shown as a child or as a teen. Or she wasn't shown anything, so she doesn't know any better. I guess for me, the bottom line is yes, mothers should be positive examples for their children in all aspects. The way they dress, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, the way you fucking walk, everything should be positive for your child. you don't need to dress like their friends. You don't need to look like them. You know what I'm saying? I know teens wear shorter shorts. In my house, it's not going down like that. Like, I'm not trying to see your booty cheeks. I'm not trying to see your chest meat all out. I'm not going for it. That's not the example that I provided. And until you leave my house, you will dress accordingly. I mean, that's the end of the story for that. But I do believe it goes back to what that woman was shown in her life. You know what I'm saying? What did she see growing up, and what can she really offer? I do see some women who happen to be mothers that are, in my opinion, dressed inappropriately, and it's not my place to tell them anything. I can think whatever I want to think, but at the end of the day, that's her life. Those are her kids, and she is going to do whatever she wants to do. But if your daughter comes home and, she's being made fun of because you out here looking like a hot ass mess, you know what I'm saying? You have no one to blame but yourself. If you allow your child to dress in a way that is inappropriate or revealing or sexual or whatever the case may be, and she is approached in a negative sexual way, I mean, it's messed up, but what can you really expect? This is real life, and people are going to, I'm not saying it's right, but it is what it is. Like, I want my children, and I have daughters, I want them to present themselves in a way that will garner them positive feedback. I don't want them to have to defend why they're dressing the way that they're dressing, or, they post something online and they can't get gainful employment because, they titties hanging out. Like, I don't know. I think women need to be more aware of how much impact we have on these young girls, because what they're being shown, it's not healthy mentally, it's not healthy physically, because that is not reality. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have the internet like this when we were growing up. We didn't have those examples when we were growing up, So shout out to, like Gabrielle Union or Gabourey Sidibe or, Tracy Atlas Ross, Tiffany Haddish, people who are still sexy and classy and, who dress in a way that shows that, yes, you can be sexy and be, I guess, almost modest without being slutty. Like, I just don't see the allure of dressing slutty as a celebrity, as a real woman, more so as a normal, real mother, because we do have to put forth that positive example for them to see, because the internet is so saturated with what I consider negative, imagery. That whole Amber Rose hoe is life, whatever. What was that hoe walk? Who does a hoe walk? Like, that wasn't even a thing when I was growing up. Like, who had to have a damn hoe walk? When I was growing up, nobody wanted to be a hoe. That wasn't the thing. You do what you do. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to, if you're not announcing it, you don't have to defend it. It is not it's not our fault that you are a celebrity and we can see everything you're doing. Black China with multiple people, and, her Build-A-Body, and, Amber Rose and Nicki Minaj, and, like, all of this stuff that these girls are seeing, to me, in my opinion, is really, really unhealthy, and it's really sad. So we need to, as mothers, set the example in real life, in our homes, for our children, and that's just how I feel about it. I don't know, that's it. Don't forget to email me any questions, comments, or concerns. I am not here to argue with anybody. I am not going to change my mind. I'm not body shaming anybody. I'm not telling anybody how to raise their kids. These are strictly my opinions. It's what I feel. It's how I will continue to and have raised my daughters. It's the way that I was raised, and that's that. So if you'd like, shoot me an email at just.ask.kalisa@gmail.com, and I will respond to you as soon as I'm able. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.